There are two types of person in this world. One who records his expenses on Google Sheets, budget conscious, and the other one is a person who doesn't care at all, also known as me. Hello everyone! For everyone who is new to this channel, my name is Ena Francia. I make OFW videos because I am a Filipino. I am an overseas Filipino worker here in Vietnam for more than 2 years now. I also make videos about Vietnamese culture, food, and etc. And as I'm filming this, it is currently lockdown here in Ho Chi Minh City. I was originally planning on making this video before lockdown, spend a day with me and see how much I'm spending on a daily basis, but as months goes by with the COVID-19 cases still rising, the government extending the lockdowns weekly, I wasn't able to. No one can tell how soon will life go back to normal again, if that is even possible, but let's all be optimistic with this situation. Maybe you are watching this in the future and you'll be like, yeah, we're still good. Since it is lockdown, I want to share with you guys the expenses that I have before lockdown, before this pandemic, and also the current expenses that I have. And let's both see the differences, what changed, did I spend less or more? Let it be somewhat like remembering the good old days when life was normal. So you are probably watching this because you are someone who's eyeing Vietnam for work, or you are already hired by now, or you're just a tourist / a future tourist who want to familiarize how much penny you should bring, or you just randomly click this video and just want to know how much it costs to live here in Vietnam. And the last option, you just want to know how lavishly I'm spending my money. Kidding aside, the currency that I will be using is in USD because that is a global standard and on a monthly basis. I'm sorry guys for this long intro, but I just want to make a disclaimer again that the purpose of this video is not to brag in any way. This is mainly a guide and realistic info that I personally am spending. Of course, every country varies. Even the cities within the country, the cost of living here in Ho Chi Minh City is different from Hanoi, from Da Nang, Hoi An. There is also a lifestyle difference from person to person. And please don't roast me guys. Okay, so let's start with the biggest chunk of this pie chart. Obviously, it is the apartment rental. So if you don't know me yet and you haven't seen my past vlogs, I am currently living with some roommates in a 2-bedroom apartment here in District 2 in TIයෙන්. This is 80 to 85 square meter. We got to enjoy also the rooftop. It is fully furnished. It has everything. We are renting this for $660 or 15 million in Vietnamese dong. But since it is pandemic, our landlord is generous enough to give us a discount. So my current rental now is around $153. It's mainly because we don't have cleaning service at the moment. I forgot to tell you guys that this is a serviced apartment, meaning there is a cleaning twice a week for this apartment. For the electricity, I paid 1 million for this month, and that is just 48 in US dollars. And for the water consumption, I paid roughly $6 US. And for the internet and cable, it is free of charge. So that's it for the apartment and utility expenses. So if I'm gonna rate this apartment, it is a solid A for me for the price and for all the amenities and the appliances. Why did I make that sounds? Next up is groceries and drinking water. So for my personal consumption, I am spending $5 US per month for drinking water. And if it is pandemic and that I am almost half of the time not at home, I am just spending $2.5 US. So I was wrong on saying that the apartment rental is the biggest chunk of this pie graph. It is actually the food and groceries expenses. But before I tell you the monthly expenses that I have for this current month, I want to share with you the expenses that I have before pandemic. So for groceries, I'm just spending it for breakfast, snacks, and dinner since I am having lunch in the office for like 6 to 7 times a week. For takeaway and dining out, it happens 3 times a week. Let's say it is 200K a meal since it is a fancy dining out. That is 8.5 US dollars per meal. I know, it was before. It is 26 US dollars monthly. So this is my weakness, guys. I am spending on milk tea drinks. I am having milk tea 4 times a week. Before, the average price of milk tea drinks here in Vietnam is around 45k. That is 2 US dollars or less. Spicy, $32 per month on milk tea drinks. Next is food delivery. The frequency is 3 times a week. Average fast food price is 85,000 Vietnamese dong. And for Vietnamese food, it is 60,000 Vietnamese dong. So for that, I am spending 38 US dollars for the food delivery monthly. So for the groceries before pandemic, I am spending 153 US dollars on food. Currently, I am living here in TIien. And if you are not familiar with TIien, in District 2, it is the expat area. Expat area means expat prices. So before, when I lived in District 3, I am doing my groceries in Co-op. That is a local supermarket. But now, it is a whole new area. The supermarkets are French, Italian, Indian, Filipino supermarkets are all over the place. I already made a video about that, so if you want to check a Filipino store here in Vietnam, it's in there. Since it is pandemic, we are cooking our own meals 3 times a day, like brushing teeth, if you are doing that. As I've said, the prices here in District 2 is higher compared to the prices in District 1 or District 3. But to be honest, I am lucky that I live here now because the population here is less dense compared to the city centers. There is still a food supply as of now, so that is something that I am still grateful for. We can still provide our own food on our plate. And since there is a short supply of food right now, another option is the grocery deliveries. Of course, with these deliveries, there is also a shipping fee, so it accumulates and it also adds up on our expenses in the groceries. As an additional, I also spent 26 US dollars since we celebrated one of my roommate's birthday last month, so I spent some extras on that. So for the grocery expenses, this is a little higher, not a little. It is higher than before. It is 166 US dollars for the month of August. Next up is transportation. Before, I was spending 97 US dollars. I am using Grab Bike or Gojek, so my daily expenses is around 88,000 VND. That is almost 4 US dollars daily. It is 8 kilometers away, so I am spending a lot on transportation. My last ride was July 11, so technically I did not spend anything on transportation this month. For cars or taxis, the common use here is Mylin, Vinasan. So for bus rides, I did not experience this, but I was about to. And you can use Bus Map. It's an app. You can see the fare per route. You can check that out. Another option is renting a motorbike, and it costs 1.5 to 2 million. That is 75 US dollars in average. And for gas and fuel consumption, I asked some Vietnamese friends who live at least 10 kilometers from the city center, that is District 1 and 3. They spend 400,000 Vietnamese dong monthly. That is 18 US dollars. Next one is the miscellaneous expenses. For a subcategory, I list top up or mobile phone data. I am currently using Mobifone. Another good option is Viettel. For data consumption, I am using HD90 for Mobifone, so that is 12 gigabyte worth of data monthly. I'm not sure if SMS messaging and calls are also included, but I don't really use that anymore since I just use my data like WhatsApp, Viber, Messenger, that kind of apps. So that doesn't require the SMS and calls. Let me know, guys, if you have tried that before or if you have any suggestions, especially in Mobifone since I am a Mobifone user. Let me know, guys, if you know some promos that already includes SMS and calls. But here is a speed test of that. If you are a Filipino, you know exactly why I shared this with you. Another subcategory under this is online shopping or shopping, the Lazada and Shopee kind of apps. So before pandemic, on a normal basis, I'm spending 1.5 million on average. It costs around 66 US dollars. It includes random purchases, necessary or not. I am trying to lessen that up. And for the current timeline, I spent 500,000 Vietnamese dong during this pandemic, almost half lesser than before. So another subcategory is online subscriptions and apps. So you know these typical apps like Netflix and Spotify and other creative applications. That is costing me 26 US dollars. So next up is a special category also known as my pet cat Mochi. In this category, it includes food and his pet supplies. 2 weeks ago, Mochi undergone his quarterly deworming. It is my second time visiting animal doctors here in Vietnam. That is the go-to vet here in TIයෙන්. His deworming costs 800,000 Vietnamese dong. And compared to the vet that I had before, New Pet Hospital in District 1, and it just cost me 250,000 Vietnamese dong. It is only 11 US dollars. When it comes to his food, my only option for now is only delivery, which is extremely high also. For his cat litter and cat food, I ordered in bulk, so this will last for 4 months because I am having difficulty on finding supplies nearby. So since deworming and vaccination happens either quarterly or annually, I just divided the amount. For his food, I also divided it, and it costs 23 US dollars. So pre-pandemic, it was costing me 40% less before. It was just around 500,000 Vietnamese dong. Compared to now, I spent garnering 800,000 Vietnamese dong, which is 35 US dollars. So that is the comparison for now. It is way more cheaper before. So before I end my personal expenses this month, I just want to tell you guys the typical prices of services and like basic food or basic drinks here in Vietnam, so you have an idea how much it costs. For the gym membership, I have this gym membership before. It costs 1 million for a month. For a 1.5 massage, it costs 550, that is tip included. It costs 24 US dollars. For salon services like usual straightening and coloring, it costs 1.5 million Vietnamese dong. It costs 70 US dollars. And for men's haircut, it costs 100,000 Vietnamese dong, that is roughly 5 USD. And for the nails and all the shebang, the mani and the pedi, it costs 270,000 Vietnamese dong or 12 US dollars. For a basic bottled water, it is costing half a dollar, while a typical Vietnamese street food is costing maybe less than a dollar up to 3 US dollars. And when it comes to international cuisines, it is costing 5 to 10 US dollars on average. And a beer is costing around 1.8 to 2 US dollars. A fancy cocktail is costing you 4 to 5 US dollars. I haven't included school fees or tutorials here since this video is intended for single person, but let me know guys if you're interested in that. So we are done. So we're gonna tally all the expenses that I have before, that is pre-pandemic, and the current expenses this month of August. Before, I was spending around 706 US dollars. And for now, I am just spending 587 US dollars. And that gives me 119 US dollars as the difference. Obviously, I am saving now than before. This because I am not spending anything for transportation and for other things, like I am not going out for salons, not shopping, and I am just spending on my basic needs, which is the food is a little higher than before since we are cooking our own meals now. Okay, so that is my spending for the month of August. I am still trimming my expenses, to be honest with you guys. And I just want to remind you guys that money should not stress you in any way. It is the other way around. So we are trying our best to earn money. We have to obviously live and give ourselves a comfortable life, not just ourselves but also our family too, and relatives as well. And I have this motto in life, guys, that spending should be the balance between you only live once plus you should save for your future, if that is making any sense to you. I am genuinely glad on sharing this with you. The process of knowing this also helped me a lot. It is an awareness for me, and for my priority for now is, I did not actually include this, but my priority is saving. It is somehow an awareness for me how much I'm spending, what's the most category I'm spending on, and I want to challenge you guys on also tracking your expenses, because it is important for you to know which are your priorities and which ones you can trim down. Seeing these numbers makes me realize that living is costly. Living in this timeline is not getting any cheaper now. Let me remind you guys that there are external factors such as, this pandemic. We cannot control everything, and of course, the inflation, economy, capitalism, and it causes the rise of prices of goods and services over the period of time. I hope this video helped you and somehow inspire you to track your expenses, and also gave you an idea how much it costs to live here in Vietnam, especially here in Saigon. What do you think, guys, of my expenses? What could have been improved with my budget? Let me know. Do you think this budget is enough living here in Vietnam? If you're living here in Vietnam, if you're a Vietnamese or a foreigner like me, how much are your monthly expenses? Do we have the same, less, or more? And if you're visiting Vietnam, will this budget suit you? So that is all for today, folks. And if you find this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. And if you know someone who's interested in the cost of living in Vietnam, share this to your friends, to anyone who's interested. And if you want to get notified on my next upload, please hit that subscribe button so you'll be notified on my next upload. Again, this is Ena Francia. I enjoyed this chat with you today. Keep safe, guys. Stay indoors, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!